In most games, it's relatively easy to identify blatant cheating, such as this clip from a Counter-Strike match. Yet let's take a look at this Tekken round that I'm playing here. It may not look like it, but I'm using one of the most popular cheating methods, which is an overlay that showcases the properties of an incoming attack, allowing me to easily respond with the appropriate counterattack. This removes one of the core elements of playing Tekken, which is matchup knowledge. Now, it is a bit cheeky because there are less blatant cheating methods in Counter-Strike, such as trigger bots, wall hacks, and ESP hacks, but I thought it was a good representation of what most people considered cheating in a video game. Most people in the gaming space have seen these or something similar, but you may not be familiar with hacking in a fighting game. Hacking in its most limited capacity would be macros for motion inputs or full combos. Now, I don't really care about this because everyone can do a motion input eventually, it just takes a little practice, and any decent player has the bread and butter combos embedded in their DNA by now. A soft kind of cheating would be to plug, which is just to rip your Ethernet cable out of the wall whenever you see an Akuma player, which some games won't properly punish you for, or the Tekken special, which is just to quick load your previous rank because your self-worth is tied to a text color. The real problematic hacking, in my opinion, are the defensive scripts and overlays. Let's say I don't know the Alyssa matchup very well and she's hitting me with all these moves and I'm not sure when I can strike back. Well, thankfully with the overlay I can focus on blocking now and use my appropriate punishment whenever I see the floating number pop up on my screen. No more testing mid-match or labbing after the fact. Even top players have gaps in their knowledge regarding character properties, so using the overlay to circumvent this is a very powerful crutch. Thankfully, the most popular version of this overlay forces your in-game name to represent the fact that you're cheating, but with some brain power, hard work and education in this space, it is possible to decompile and circumvent this restriction. I think I've seen maybe 1 or 2 blatant versions of the defensive scripts and auto blockers in 1,000 hours of online play, but the real issue comes in with the ambiguity of some cases. I've played some sets online where the opponent always seems to clutch it up, such as getting that perfect parry right at the end that wins them the game, or perfect blocking that mix-up that even you forgot that you had. If you were a pro player in an online tournament and you just toggled on your perfect defense in the last 10 seconds of the round, then it becomes a very powerful and vague cheat. Unfortunately, the best cheaters in games were already decent players, they just augment their play with these unfair systems to get that edge. So, what can we do to solve this problem? Well, thankfully, at this current time, the community already has a solution in place. No one cares about online play. If I went online and won 1,000 matches in a row, whether it be legitimate or not, it wouldn't matter until I stepped foot in an offline event and displayed the same level of skill. Where the problem occurs is that I do believe with better netcode and the expansion of the genre, there should be an incentive to grind ladder and make it have some air of legitimacy. Whether it be things like an online tournament or in-game ranked rewards, it would be nice that the state that most normal players interface with the game is not neglected completely. Currently, we can just crowdsource our anti-cheat by getting people to check the replay, but even then, it's a little tricky for those last hit perfect block scenarios. I do think the solutions ultimately fall in the hands of the developer, and I am sympathetic as battling hackers is never an easy task. But I do also believe that fighting games have legitimately one of the worst anti-cheats ever constructed. At the moment, I can only get it to boot me from online play, mind you this is a player match, if I really muck around with the values in a cheat engine, which is pretty absurd. I believe you can even dodge a ban by reloading your saved data, which is extremely funny. In conclusion, having perfect Mishima execution isn't going to help your neutral game, and instant Shoryukens aren't going to help you play footsies, but it does strip away parts of the genre which we all find fun and rewarding to excel in. I don't think it's all doom and gloom, to be honest. I think we have it better than most genres, but I do believe that in the future we will have more emphasis on online play. The overlays are a real issue, and I do hope that it gets amended in Tekken 8. I am optimistic that these devs can understand the importance of online play, but until then, see me offline. Thanks for watching. All of my subscribers and any new subscribers will have cheat-free lobbies for a full month. Whether it be those Fortnite dancing kids or perfect powering geese players, you should all be safe for a while. Bye!